Let's talk about another Indiana Jones comic by Dark Horse, the longest one, 6 issues, Indiana Jones, Thunder in the Orient. I don't know why there isn't like the usual Indiana Jones and the Thunder in the Orient, but whatever. So, like I said, this comic is 6 issues long. It's the longest indie comic, written and drawn by Dan Barry and released from 1993 to 1994. And I will say this, so far, this is the best Dark Horse indie comic, in my opinion. It has a damn good story, it has good characters, it's just fun, good action. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I enjoyed it more than The Fate of Atlantis. And it's good I mentioned Fate of Atlantis because this has a lot in common with Fate of Atlantis. At least it's connected, because this comic stars Sophie, who was the female love interest, I guess, in Fate of Atlantis. But Thunder in the Orient takes place the year before. It's basically right after the Last Crusade movie. So this is post-trilogy indie. Not that this really matters, but this story feels bigger than the goddamn Fate in Atlantis to me. Or at least it feels different enough. Let's talk about the plot quick. The plot is basically Indy is in like Asia and he finds clues that could lead to like ancient original writings by Buddha. And the Japanese are after it because if they can get their hands on it, they can like unite all of Asia. And obviously that would be a threat because Japanese bad guys. So Indy, Sophie, and a kid who's like kind of like a short round stand-in that Indy befriends in this story. They try to prevent that, they go on that adventure, and it's really fun. They visit some awesome places, they get in contact with a female warlord. That's a pretty awesome part of the story. We get like references in here for like young Indiana Jones adventures, like from the show when Indy was teaming up with Pancho Villa, and it's fun. It feels like this was written by like a fan of the property who knew his stuff. Because obviously it connects with Fate of Atlantis because the same female character is in here, Sophie, and the mention of like events from the show. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. If you're looking for a really good and like epic feeling Indiana Jones adventure after the movie trilogy, this is it. And I think one of the reasons it works so well, two reasons. First off, I like the kid character. He's not just a copy of Short Round, but he's cool enough. And then we got the Japanese as the bad guys instead of the Nazis, which I enjoy because I like it when Indy isn't just the archaeologist who fights Nazis, the adventure guy who fights Nazis. He can fight all types of people. That's why I enjoy Temple of Doom so much, or like the early indie books. So yeah, Indiana Jones, Thunder in the Orient, I would highly recommend. I think this may be the best indie comic I've read so far.